What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Sunday the 28th of July, got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, there's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, it's a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Gareth Bale going to China? Right, let's get started then, and first up we've got Micah Richards. He's now officially retired from football at the age of 31, and his previous club was Aston Villa. His last professional match was back in October 2016, so hasn't played for a very long time, and now he'll be offered a role at Manchester City, his former side, and he'll also become a pundit. Birmingham City have signed a player called Sunjic from Dinamo Zagreb. It's a £7.2 million fee, and he signed a 5-year contract with the Championship side. Inter Miami, the new MLS team for next season, they made their first 2 signings in the club's history. First up is Pellegrini from Estudiantes, and they paid $9 million for him, and he actually was the first player to be announced. And Carranza, he signed from CA Banfield, and he cost $6 million. Both players have been loaned back to their original club until the end of January 2020, and then they'll start their campaign for David Beckham's Inter Miami in March 2020. And next up we've got former Barca and Arsenal defender Thomas Vermaelen. He's joined Japanese side Vissel Kobe, the same team that David Villa plays for, Iniesta, Podolski, and also I think it's Sergei Samper, and it's a free transfer from Barca on a deal that runs until December 2021. Next up we've got Zambo Anguissa. He joined Villarreal from Fulham as a loan deal with an option to buy. He signed for Fulham last summer from Marseille for a fee of around £22.3 million, and it didn't work out whatsoever. A transfer I mentioned yesterday is all done now, that's Miranda. He joined Chinese Super League side Jiangsu Suning. It's a free transfer after he mutually terminated his contract with the Italian side, and he signed a 3-year contract. And like I said before, the majority owner of Jiangsu Suning is the same owner as Inter Milan, so they have done business before the Miranda deal with Eder going to the CSL, and it honestly won't surprise me if Bale does join that CSL club. I think he'll end up at Inter at some point. LA Galaxy are closing in on an $18 million move for Boca Juniors forward Christian Pavon. That's according to Fox Deporte. The Argentina international is set to be reunited with former Boca manager Guillermo Barros Chuleto. Probably I said his name wrong. He's now the LA Galaxy head coach. The $18 million fee would set a record for the highest transfer fee ever paid by an MLS club. L'Equipe are saying that French international and Sevilla forward Ben Yedder has received enormous offers from China, but TF1 are saying he's very unlikely to accept any of those because he wants to join a top European club that's to further his chances of being at Euro 2020 next summer. And one club, for example, is Beijing Guan. They are willing to activate his 40 million release clause, and the CSL club are willing to offer him €12 million a year on a long-term contract. The club that's been linked to him the most so far this window, I'd probably say, is Manchester United. That was seen as a potential replacement for Lukaku. And now moving on to Calcio Mercato. They're saying the agent of Atletico Madrid striker Angel Correa has arrived for final talks with AC Milan. Correa's agent is in Milan to finalise the details of the move, with Atletico demanding €50 million for his services. The new Milan coach does see Correa as a starting striker alongside Piontek in his 4-3-1-2 formation. Watford are optimistic that an agreement can be reached for Ismaila Sarr, that's according to Sky Sports. A fee looks set to be agreed for the 21-year-old Rennes and Senegal forward, which will break the club's transfer record. The ever-reliable Fabrizio Romano is saying Patrick Cutrone is set to leave Milan's pre-season tour in the USA to complete his move to Wolves. It's believed to be around €18 million or £16 million, and he has fallen down the pecking order since the arrival of Piontek. Former Chelsea midfielder Oscar says he's spoken to both Milan clubs as he attempts to engineer a move to the Serie A. He joined Shanghai SIPG as a record for a signing for an Asian club in 2017, and I think it's like over £50 million back then, and he's now keen to return to Europe. And he's taken to the idea of going to the Serie A as like a key ambition of his right now, and that's according to Goal.com. And next up, according to Super Deporte, there's a Manchester City defender Mangala wants to join La Liga side Valencia. The former France international spent the 2017-18 season at the club and is keen to return after being told he isn't wanted at the Etihad. The 28-year-old is expected to move on a free transfer, though he would have to take a significant pay cut in order to return to Valencia. And bear in mind, City paid like £40 million for him when he joined from FC Porto. RMC are saying Newcastle have made a second and improved bid for French forward Alain Saint-Maximin, believed to be worth around €18 million. They initially had a £16 million bid rejected, and the Magpies have gone and improved their offer, but Nice are yet to respond to the offer itself, but want around £20 million instead. And the two clubs that probably feature most of this episode are AC Milan and their rivals Inter, and RMC are saying Serie A side AC Milan are set to win the race for 20-year-old Lille forward Rafael Leao. There was a lot of interest there alongside AC Milan because Wolves, Everton, Valencia and Napoli, they all very much wanted him. But AC Milan is set to land the ex-Sporting player for €35 million. He's set to undergo his medical this weekend with AC Milan, and Lille will receive 20% of any future sale. Atletico Madrid's director says the club is still interested in signing James Rodriguez. That's after reports suggesting that the Colombian would stay at Real Madrid next season. He reaffirmed the interest during an interview with ESPN, and Napoli is still interested as well. But Real Madrid's viewpoint of this transfer now is that Marco Asensio could be missing the whole of next season, and if they get rid of Bale, it means that they've got to keep a player to essentially fill that role. An absolutely huge transfer now, and a massive bit of news for Arsenal fans, is about Lille forward Nicolas Pepe. So BBC Sport are saying Arsenal have reached an agreement with Lille to sign the Ivory Coast international. It's an €18 million fee, that's 80 by the way, and it will be paid in instalments to fit Arsenal's transfer budget. He's set to sign a 5-year contract worth around €8 million a year, or I think like £6.5 million or close to that, and they expect a deal to be closed in the next 24 to 48 hours. So maybe at some point today on Sunday or Monday, Pepe could be an Arsenal player. Napoli have also got an agreement in place with a Lille forward, but his agent has rejected the proposal as they weren't willing to match the wage demands. The only thing left to do now is the agent agreement, but like I said before, today or tomorrow it could be a done deal. And you would imagine with that news coming out, the whole Wilfried Zaha deal now could be put to bed, and quite possibly he could be moving to Everton. But for Arsenal, Pepe is a massive signing. A lot of top Champions League clubs are interested, and Arsenal now will be hoping to get Champions League football yet again, though this year they will be in the Europa. Another bit of huge news according to Damasio is that Juventus are interested in bringing Romelu Lukaku to the club, and they'll potentially include Paulo Dybala as part of the deal. Sky say Juve are hoping to move quickly, but they're unclear if Dybala wants to agree to make the move at this stage. He is probably more interested in going to Paris Saint-Germain, as they feel personally he'd be a very good addition. And Fabrizio Romano is saying Inter are now preparing a new bid for Lukaku, that's after United refused the first one. It's said to be €70 million plus €5 million add-ons, and talks are now ongoing. So Lukaku has now got a choice to go to Juventus, play alongside Ronaldo, and I'd probably say nearly guarantee a Serie A title. Or he could go to Inter Milan and work under Antonio Conte, who he has described as the best manager in the world. But Calcio Mercato are saying that Inter have now got a backup option to Lukaku, and alongside obviously Edin Dzeko from Roma, they want to sign PSG forward Edinson Cavani. The Uruguay international only has 1 year remaining on his current contract, so could be available at a cut price deal, and he is a natural goal scorer. He'll score goals in any team he's in pretty much, and I think would be a fair amount cheaper than Lukaku. And now we've got a few confirmed deals, and the very first one is a Spanish centre-back called Vallejo. He's joined Wolves to become their first new signing of the summer, and is from Real Madrid on a 1-year loan deal. I'm not aware of any option to buy, but Wolves are expected to be very busy between now and deadline day, and Vallejo is the first of potentially many. And then we have got Roda. He's rejoined Frankfurt on a permanent basis now from Borussia Dortmund, and that's a €4 million fee. He was on loan there since January, and he did leave them back in 2014 when he made the move to Bayern. A player you probably recognise from FIFA Ultimate Team as a very good team of the season card, and also a player that got a lot of special items, that is Skov. He's joined Hoffenheim from FC Copenhagen. It's an undisclosed fee and he's on a 5-year contract. So Hoffenheim are looking to use the money they received from Joelinton going to Newcastle, and in regards to Skov's stats for next year, I'm not sure how good he'll be. And then we move on to Budaboos. He's joined Saint Etienne from Real Betis for €3.5 million, and he's essentially seen it as a replacement for the outgoing Romy Cabella. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, this episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer upload. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.